So it is day 2 of the winter 4x4 Jamboree. Today we're running Birthing Cave. Not too difficult of a trail, but very scenic, some really cool stuff. It's a longer trail, about 83 miles round trip, they said. It's been a good time. Haven't broken anything yet, haven't rolled over yet. So when I'm in four-wheel drive, I have got a click. And I am fairly certain that it's the joint where my drive shaft, my front drive shaft meets the T-case. Everything is stock, has a 2.5, 3-inch lift on it. And so I know with those stock ones, the angle is really sharp and it just rips up the boot. And I think that's what's going on here. Yeah, there's my angle. Boot everywhere is totally ripped off. Pretty sure that's my noise. So if you've seen Matt's off-road recovery, you might have seen him pull out an Expedition a couple times. She's with us. She is ruthless, man. That thing is keeping up with all these Jeeps. Let's do it. Okay, it is the end of day 2 at the winter 4x4 Jamboree in Sand Hollow. Today was a good day. We ran the Birthing Caves trail. It was long. We were gone from 8 a.m. till about 3:30 p.m. We went to the vendor expo and checked out a bunch of booths that several companies have here. And so now we're doing some mad chilling in the hotel. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna go watch a trail called Nasty Half. So I'll try to get some footage of that. And then we're gonna kind of cruise around Sand Hollow, Sand Mountain, and I think we might try to run West Rim tomorrow. So I'll get as much footage as I can. My only concern from today is my front drive shaft is clicking pretty good in four-wheel drive, high or low. I'm pretty sure it's the joint between the transfer case and the drive shaft. It's the stock shaft, so I'm gonna look into measuring and getting a new one up there. I know Adams is good. I know Tom Woods is good. I'll probably check them both out and price it out. But yeah, nothing broke, but I don't like the sound at all. The boot's totally ripped off, so I think there's just a bunch of sand and rocks and crap in there, and I'm sure all the joints are done for. I just gotta say this. I've got these little baby 35-inch tires. I always thought that 40-inch tires were like the pinnacle, but not anymore apparently, because everybody out here has got like 42 and 3-inch tires on their JLs or Gladiators or whatever, and some of these suckers are just massive. Winter 4x4 Jamboree, day 3. I don't have anything else to say. Let's go. So we just got done watching Milt Smile and Chain Reaction and a couple other ones, and now we're bombing back down Sand Mountain. Gonna drive over to Hurricane and get some lunch. But the noise that I've been talking about in my front drive shaft, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. I think I'm just packing it full of sand. So, but nothing is broke yet, still, and yeah. And that is a wrap. Day 3 of Winter 4x4 Jamboree is done. We're here just kind of airing up the tires to drive back home to Logan, about 4.5 hours. It was a good time. I learned a lot about the rig, figured out some things that I want, some things that I want to go fix. Really what I came away with is if you're a good driver and you have a good spotter and a good line, you can do a lot on a 35-inch tire, and that's where I'm at. So I don't think I need to worry too much about getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, just becoming a better driver, and so that's where we're at. So today I'm running a couple errands. I gotta go pick up a part from Teraflex from Will Call, and then I'm going over to my favorite store, Home Depot, to get some jack stands because I actually don't have any jack stands, and one of the projects I'm working on requires me to get both ends of the front up so I can spin the drive line, and I got an actual real jack for Christmas. Thank you, Jeff and Steph, which is good because this Jeep is too tall to use the stock jack, and last time I tried to use it, the Jeep fell off the jack and almost killed me. So, gonna go get some 6 stands, then we're gonna get food. Woo! Husky! Okay, so we're here at Tyrannosaurus Rex, Triceratops, Pterodactyl, dinosaurs, man. So we're here at Teraflex, and hardware is procured. And check this out. They even gave me a 2022 calendar. Look at that. That's awesome. These guys are the best. I ordered last night over the phone at like 4:34 p.m. and they had it ready for me this morning. So I just came and picked it up. So for all of you that have lead times for days on these things, sorry. Jersey Mike's, bro. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what I picked up from Teraflex. This is the high ankle Razepa joint. It's the CV joint that goes between the front drive line and the transfer case. So on all the JKs, this joint fails because you lift the Jeep up, and when you lift it, transfer case goes up, front differential stays down, and so the angle from the transfer case down to the drive line is really sharp, and when the front drive line spins, it ends up ripping the boot, all the grease gets out, and contaminants get inside the joint. So Teraflex compensated for it with this one. There's a wider mouth on it. It's engineered just a little bit differently. Hopefully there's a longer life on the stock drive line because it doesn't rip that boot as easily. So here's what they included. Grease to pack the joint. Here's the actual boot cap. They include this tool to be able to get to all of those bolts that are in tough spot. Thread lock. Here's all the bolts, and the snap ring is in here as well. And then here's the actual joint, super heavy duty. I'll pack all of this up with grease, but I will show you the difference between the old one and this one once I rip the old one off, but there is no grease left in that sucker. It is making a horrific noise. Well, I came out here to work on the joint, and it is just way too dang cold to be doing this outside. So I just hit all of the bolts with some PB Blaster. We'll let that sit overnight, and then tomorrow we'll work on this inside. Okay, driveline is back on, attached on the front. There's the new joint right there. Quite a bit better, so we'll see if it breaks. So this is what the joint that I took out of the Jeep looked like. This is the stock one, and as you can see, the boot was totally ripped and the inside was all grimy. There was absolutely no grease left. It was all clickety-clackety, so definitely needed to be done. Woof. Look at this. They even included February. Does anybody even care about February?